What's good, homies? I hope you're doing well. Today we are going to be making some Philz coffee at home with a Chemex pour over that I just got. I'm going to walk you through my process of making a hot filtered soul with a cinnamon filter and light adjustments. I usually don't make this every day just because it's pretty time consuming. And yo, can you chill? Bro, I'm filming a video right now. Yeah, just wait till I'm done making the coffee. Yes, thank you. Anyways, I usually just make my coffee black. I love my coffee black. I think I get to actually taste what, bruh. Anyways, but yeah, when we have extra time, we try to show it a little bit more love. So that's what I'm gonna walk you through today. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So first off, you just want to heat up your water to around 200 to 205 degrees, aka right under boiling. Shout out to my older brother for the new tea kettle. Next up, I'm gonna grab my scale and reset it to 0.4 grams. And I'm gonna weigh my coffee. We're gonna aim for 30 grams of coffee to around 300 grams of water to equal 1 serving of coffee. I've chosen to weigh my coffee as opposed to measure through scoops, just to have more accuracy and consistency with each cup I make day to day. I've also learned that you want to minimize the amount of time between grinding your beans and brewing your coffee as much as possible, because ordering pre-grinded beans will lead to oxidation, which will take away probably 60+% of your coffee's intrinsic value. If you don't know what that means, don't order pre-grinded beans. Since I'm doing a pour over, I'm gonna set my settings to a medium coarse grind right in the middle. I'm gonna grab some heavy whipping cream, pour around a 1/4 cup, transfer it to a bowl and start whipping it for around 4 to 5 minutes. Your arms are gonna get tired, but you can also do this at any point in the process. Insert your Chemex filter and make sure the 3-fold side is on the pouring end. Next, you just want to pour some hot water on the paper filter to get rid of the initial paper taste. I call this teasing the filter. Next, feel free to mix it around and just pour it back into the sink. Where did this Filipino accent come from? Now start grinding your beans, look at it drip, get a scoop of brown sugar, and add a bit of hot water, and we're just gonna dump it straight into the Chemex. And then feel free to put the Chemex filter back on top. Next, I'm gonna add some ground cinnamon to the top to create a cinnamon filter. How much, you may ask? Whatever feels right. Now we're gonna take our ground coffee and just pour it inside, shake it up a little bit to even it out, and we're gonna reset our scale to 0. Now we're gonna do an initial pour of around 100 grams of water just to make sure all the grounds are soaked. This is called blooming, a chemical extraction process to make sure your coffee tastes good as f***. After letting your coffee bloom for around 30 seconds, feel free to add an extra 200 grams of water. As you can see, I'm pouring in a circular motion just to make sure that all the grounds are evenly wet, and just let it sit for around 4.5 minutes. If you notice a pause in your coffee drip a little early, feel free to mesh the top just a little bit. This often happens when I do the cinnamon filter integration. Now that your coffee process is complete, make sure to grab a mason jar because you are a very aesthetic person, and make sure to pour the remaining coffee into the jar as so. Now be sure to add the cream that you've been whipping for 4 to 5 minutes just to add a little bit of taste value to your sensations. And lastly, make sure to integrate a little bit more cinnamon just for the aesthetic look and a little bit of the taste. Bro, where does this Filipino accent keep coming from? Alright homies, so we are officially done with the coffee today. We need to get to work because filming this video took hella long. But special shout out to my Philz homies, Rocky, Mia, and Will, for your insight and input of how to go about making this pour over. I am in love with the process. I look forward to it every morning, and I'm very happy to share it with you all. Yo, if you liked today's video, please smash that like button, drop a comment of your favorite Philz barista or Philz drink, and you should definitely hit subscribe because I'm sweating and I actually really need to get back to work. But I love you, appreciate you. Stay tuned for next week's video. Peace out, y'all.